Hi, Mike with OBR ADV Gear. Today we're going to talk about our new 38-liter Adventure Rackless saddlebag system. This is a new revised system for this year, 2025. You know, our old 38-liter we've had in service for a number of years, and it was deserving of a refresh. And so we decided to completely redo it from the ground up. We've designed it as a holstered system. So this implement here is where your dry bags will go. And also being dry bags, it includes 100% waterproof roll down dry bags. So now we've gone to a completely waterproof system, and it no longer requires a rain cover like the previous version. What do you get when you order the new 38-liter? You get the holster system, which is what you see here. It's completely adjustable. It comes completely assembled. So when you take it out of the package, you're going to see how this system integrates and goes together. From that point forward, then you can essentially disassemble parts of it to make the adjustments depending on which motorcycle you're installing it to. It's been made wide enough so that way it can reduce down to some of the narrower seat platforms on some of the smaller dual sports, and it can also widen out to fit some of the more ADV applications where the seats are a little bit wider. It has a Velcro attachment between the two. It's very robust, and once you set it, it's not going to move on you. But we have included a separate security, the cradle strap along the top. So once you set the flap, you can then adjust your cradle strap, which then will lock it. So depending on any load you have on it, it won't allow this Velcro flap to slip in any way, shape, or form. It's made from a 1680 ballistic nylon, as with everything else. Different range of padding, utilizing 2-pound and 6-pound ethafoam. Has reflective, the reflective on the side there for visibility. One exterior compression strap, which is fairly robust. This is an inch and a half with slide release buckles, and it has ample adjustment depending on the range of load and packing you have. Plus, it also has some separate compression straps up on top here, which then you can cinch down and secure the load. We've incorporated this system with full MOLLE along the back side and the front side, intended to obviously accept any MOLLE accessory that you want to include. We do have a range of pockets and some storage, fuel storage accessories that are intended to work with this system as well. Along the back side or the underside, we do have some padded wear patches. Those are just meant to, as they contact any part of the bike, if this is contacting any part of a rear frame or something, that gives it some extra reinforcement. And that basically exists on the inside of the holster as well as the bottom of the cross section here. We pre-install the front anchor straps, so those are in place, and those will go to any forward point on the bike. It includes two options for the rear anchor straps, because everybody's bike is a little bit different in ranging from manufacturer to manufacturer, and also how you've configured the back of your bike. Whether you have an aftermarket rear rack assembly, you have an OEM rack assembly, and then what you have attached to it. So being that everything's different, what we've done is we've included 2 loop straps. So these straps have loops on the end. Those straps are intended to go to any point on that rear rack. You loop it through and it comes back to the attachment point on the holster. And once you tension those down, that will be your rear attachment point. By securing the system, once you've locked down the front, it tensions it into the motorcycle. We've also included in this package one length of just webbing And this is meant if you have a system that you want to thread the webbing through some pre-existing access points or possibly underneath and back to your rear attachments. That just gives you another option that you can work with. For probably most applications, the loop straps that we include are probably what you'll go with. But this does give you one more option if you just want to thread it through and then loop both ends back to the holster system. We also include a D-ring anchor point. What you'll have with a lot of motorcycles for gear that you may be securing to the top is they don't provide a lot of actual attachment points to the motorcycle for strapping. You know, whether that be rock straps, cam straps, or whatever it might be. From a safety perspective, you want to make sure that you're always securing you know, if it's a dry duffel, sleeping bag, tent, whatever it might be, you want to make sure you're securing that very well to the motorcycle. You always want to make sure you're compressing those accessories into the seat and the frame of the motorcycle. You don't want them bouncing around. So what this strap here, this anchor strap, this is meant to go underneath the saddle or the seat. So you remove the seat, you can basically lay that across and then reinstall your seat. So this strap then is secured by the seat and it pulls up around the edges and it gives you two D-ring anchor points that you can secure something to. Along with this D-ring attachment, we do have D-ring implementation on the holster itself. There's 4 D-rings here in the center area, so this also gives you an area that you can attach to if there's no other option on the motorcycle. Then also in the package, we include a couple of extra pieces of the one wrap Velcro, which is what we use for securing the loose tails on our webbing, as well as a replacement 1-inch ladder lock. This has a provision where it's cut out. So for some reason, if you happen to break one of the ladder locks that you find here on the forward anchor strap, you have a replacement and you can replace this in the field. We choose to use the plastic buckles on those particular straps because they have a breaking strength of about 100 pounds. And it is of my opinion, if you lay the motorcycle over, or if you catch your foot on something on the trail and your foot is pulled back and you're pulled into your luggage, I would much rather have that buckle break away than your knee or your leg. So from our perspective, this is a bit of a safety feature, or call this a fusible link. And so this strap is not sewn or fixed to the holster. The strap itself is removable from a D-ring back here. So if this does break, you have the replacement buckle in the package, then you can basically replace the buckle, reattach it and continue on your way. Or if you don't have that replacement buckle, you can just tie it off, or if you have another strap, you can restrap it. But from our perspective, we look at this as being a safety feature. We would much rather have the buckle and that strap break versus somebody becoming injured. We also provide a heat shield with that 38-liter system, and this goes onto the exhaust here, should, depending on your motorcycle and the positioning of your bag. If it's coming close to the exhaust, you'll want to have a shield on there. The exhaust gets obviously relatively hot and it can melt the material if it comes into contact with it. So in a nutshell, this is our new 38-liter rackless system. It's available in the spring of 2025. If more information on this system, you can go to our website at www.obradvgear.com. And if you have any questions, send us an email and we'll get right back with you. Thanks.